Here is the field parading for the first race. Number 1, Lucera's Dance, is owned by Pacific Coast Thoroughbreds, trained by Sergio Morfin, ridden by Cesar Ortega. Number 2, BDR Baxter, races for David Hinkins, is trained by Adan Farias and ridden by Ricardo Ramirez. 3, Down the Street Debbie, raced by Newton Baker, trained by Roman Figueroa. The rider is Cesar Franco. 4, Sasquatch Ride, owned by RD Race Stable, Estate of Levine, John Lovett and others. Rafael de Leon is the trainer, Edgar Payeras the rider. 5, He's a Valentine, racing for Richard Brown and Thomas Halash. Angelo Ticos Jr. is the trainer, Francisco Orduna Rojas the rider. 6, Lady Sassafras, owned by Gregg DeLong, trained by Martin Valenzuela Jr., piloted by Eduard Rojas Fernandez. This is a 1,000-yard maiden for 3-year-old quarter horses and thoroughbreds. Opening the $1 early. Racing! He's a Valentine, began reasonably well. One of the last off, but that's better than we've seen so far in the horse's career. But is showing no pace soon afterwards and gets back about 6 lengths off the early speed, which is disputed by Lady Sassafras and Down the Street Debbie, a length in front of BDR Baxter, with Lucera's Dance 2 lengths away fourth. 1 length to He's a Valentine, beginning to pick up. Gets to a joint fourth and a gap of 3 lengths to Sasquatch Ride. A quarter mile to go. Down the Street Debbie, the leader, into the turn, a length and a half from Lady Sassafras. BDR Baxter, He's a Valentine, rounding them up in good fashion, has to scout wide, reaching the top of the stretch while pulling within 2.5 of the leader. Down the Street Debbie hugs the rail, or actually has left it open a little bit for Sasquatch Ride. Meantime, BDR Baxter looms up. He's a Valentine running on late. Sasquatch Ride took full advantage of that rail opening, gets through to take the opener by a neck to BDR Baxter, then Down the Street Debbie with He's a Valentine. House Ride from the theatrical mare All-Star Cast. This 3-year-old bay gelding was bred in California by Megan Steer. Sasquatch Ride is raced by RD Race Stable, the Estate of Levine, John Lovett et al., trained by Rafael de Leon, ridden by Edgar Payeras.